Are you saving for retirement or are you investing for retirement? There is a difference. My name is Kyle Knott, and I am not your average finance guy. And today we're going to talk about just that. To me, savings is something that I can't lose. It's safe and it probably doesn't grow very fast. Investing can go down. We've all seen, for those of us that are old enough to go through the '08 financial crisis, luckily I was young enough in my career that I was able to take advantage of it because everything went down. I didn't have a very high net worth, so I didn't lose that much. I was able to take advantage of low prices as the market chipped back. And in my scenario, it actually probably helped. Now, there's probably another one of those looming in the future. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or in 5 years or when it's coming, but we all know it's coming, and maybe not that bad, but there's going to be some sort of a recession. What happened in '08 if you were 70 years old and you were working and you're really investing and you're hammering and everything is just taking off and man, I'm cooking, we're cooking. Here we go. I'm about to ride off into the sunset and you left everything into those investments and the world just took a shit and here you are, you're 70 years old and that's been almost 20 years ago. So now you're knocking on the door of 90. If you had to sell everything at the bottom, that's what you need to keep your lifestyle. When you need to go buy whatever you need to buy, you have to sell shares. If you are stuck in the traditional 401k lifestyle, you have stock, you have shares of stock. And the only way you get money from shares of stock is either dividends, if you've got some of those stocks, or you have to actually physically sell that share. So when it tanks and it's at the very bottom, hopefully you have stock in some of those companies that went belly up and went completely to nothing. Now it's worthless. So, but anyway, maybe you did have a decent company where the prices are way down, but you got to buy bread and milk. So now you got to sell a share where it wasn't maybe 300 and now it's all the way down to 150, where you're basically selling it at half price. Where in my situation, I was younger, I was able to buy stuff at half price and continue to buy through some of that stuff. Now I'm completely out of it. I have a couple stocks, but I'm out of that game altogether at this point personally. But that's just me. So if you're really looking at retirement and what is it going to cost you, you have to know your numbers and you have to know what do you have to have and what would be nice to have. Now, I'm not just everything is safe harbor. Okay. I do have some safe harbor money, but what I do is I borrow against my safe harbor and I go and I do a little bit riskier stuff and I don't put all my eggs into one basket anymore. I've been caught doing that, but just kind of spread it out a little bit, diversify. And, I'm into rental real estate and just some other things. Like I'm not your average finance guy. I'm not really into the mutual funds. Dave Ramsey is an awesome guy. I think he's perfect for people that are in a shitload of credit card debt and he can help you with that. But as far as building wealth, and he wants you to wait 30 years before you pay your house off and then start building wealth. Like, no, you got to start that earlier. So what are you doing for retirement, and when is the next Great Recession, depression? Who knows what's coming? Volatile times that we're in, no one knows. So have a little bit of safe money. And to me, what's safer? You don't have to put it in a savings account. To me, something safer than a savings account is actually a contract that will guarantee to pay you 4% for life, literally until you die. Okay. And they always, for 150 years, have paid more money on top of that in the form of dividends. Now, the dividends are not guaranteed, but they have paid every year since like just after the Civil War. So they're probably going to pay you dividends. Now, you don't know how much dividend they're going to pay. So this past year, my total was 6.64%. So that's my steady money. I'm guaranteed 4, and I got a little over 2.5 on top of that. So if you're interested in something like that for your safe harbor money, and even you can even borrow against this safe harbor money and go do a little riskier investments if you want, that option is there. You should repay that money, but that's an option. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. If you got any questions, look me up, and I hope to help you. So, all right, good luck, everybody. Hope this helps.